In a small seaside town like Władysławowo, you can feel the true atmosphere of a tourist town, even though people still go about their normal lives. On one of the town's main promenades, you will experience a constant stream of people strolling slowly. When visiting a seaside town, it's a sin not to try fresh fish, or at least well-prepared fish. That's why we decided to visit one of the more decent places serving oven-baked sea bream. In this case, at least we are 100% sure we got what we ordered. The fish was baked with rosemary, garlic, dill and tomatoes in olive oil, making it a much healthier option than the typical deep-fried version. Regardless, the main promenade is packed with activities. You can find street musicians, local bands performing and professional cyclists performing tricks for the audience. The competition is quite fierce and everyone tries to capitalize on tourists by renting out the smallest place of land to provide services. These are mainly fast food stands offering things like sandwiches, burgers or deep-fried curly potatoes. Most of these stands have rather primitive facilities, graphics and products, yet they still manage to capitalize on the crowds of tourists strolling by. The local squares are quite well maintained and decorated with flowers. Walking towards the port, you can feel a slight sense of relief, away from the crowds and endless stalls. On this square you can find encore features that marks events tied to Poland gaining access to the Baltic Sea and early maritime milestones. Moving on, even in the port, fishermen try to make money by offering sunset cruises on one of the fisher vessels, decorating in either Viking or ancient Greek style, and converted into leisure boats. The 40-minute cruise is excessively expensive, yet it still attracts takers who are bored with strolling along the promenades and constantly eating. For thrill seekers and adrenaline junkies, a powerful motorboat offers a fast ride, jumping waves and quick turns. The fishing industry here was much bigger than the tourist harbor you see today suggests. At its peak, the port was handling enormous quantities of fish. Historical sources put annual catches associated with the port at around 35,000 tons. It wasn't just a fishing port, it developed workshops, warehouses, cold storage facilities, fuel supplies and fishing processing infrastructure. Today it also functions as a marina and tourist harbor, with summer boat trips out onto the Baltic. When you see a Polish border guard boat around Władysławowo, they are not merely checking passports. They can inspect fishing vessels, enforce maritime border regulations and deal with dangerous situations at sea. The main catches of Władysławowo today are sprat and Baltic herring. Cod used to be one of the iconic catches, however nowadays targeted cod fishing is heavily restricted. Despite the crowds and the stench of stale grease, you can still find some respite by strolling down the rather wide and expensive beaches, offering fine-grained, pleasant to the touch sand. Watching the sunset overlooking the kilometer-long stretch of beach from the port is especially relaxing. At such moments, beer tastes best, and you forget about the bothersome crowds. There are also some more daring types who drink stronger alcohol like vodka, without any inhibitions. Subscribe for more videos like this one.